What's up, everyone? It's your boy Jermaine, back with another video, back with another in real life video. So as of now, we're just gonna cruise down Haight Street. We rocking Lower Haight. We're gonna kind of zigzag. We may not stay on Haight the whole time because I don't know. I know a couple places we can kind of sort of walk through that are a little bit different from Haight, but they're nearby. So right now we have a in real life video. Over here is the Pink House. I don't know if that's the actual name, but it looks very pink. I really like these like classic looking buildings over here. Those look pretty fly. I just pretty much just left this job. Yeah. And it's one of those gigs where I don't want to take a bike because they say like, you know, don't bring, you know, you can't bring a bike or whatever, you can't bring it inside. And I just don't feel comfortable leaving a bike outside when I'm, you know, inside for like an hour or 2 hours, you know. So that's kind of how it goes, you know. Definitely don't want to get my bike jacked. So this part of Haight here is part of the Wiggle. We may actually zigzag through the Wiggle to get off Haight. Let's cross really fast. We may take the Wiggle because the Wiggle is really cool. This place right here, I'm gonna keep it real. This place right here, the Grind, this coffee shop, this reminds me of a coffee shop I used to go to in South Africa. I can't remember the name, but it was in Cape Town. And if you guys don't know, the whole story about me in Cape Town is, I don't know if I actually spent, maybe I was there a total of like a month and a half on 2 different trips. One trip I was there for straight up a whole month. I love Cape Town, right? And South Africa is kind of a tricky place because the whole thing about the crime in South Africa, people say the crime is horrible. They say the crime is like the worst in the world, which I don't know if the crime in South Africa is the worst in the world if, you know, you want to compare it to a country where, you know, a country that's at war, right? So I don't know if South Africa would be like the worst place in the world. Where people would say like the crime is really bad, but then they're about to crash. These city drivers. But then when I was there, like I kind of found myself in a situation where I was a little spooked about going to certain places, you know. So I kind of got to a point where, you know, I would just do the whole digital nomad route, right? You go to this coffee shop, you work, you get a coffee, you hang out. You know, they got good internet. That's why you go there, because they have good internet. You don't really care that much about the coffee, because if the coffee sucks, you can always add more sugar or more almond milk, because you're probably vegan or whatever, you know, or whatever, or, you know, whatever you want to add. Hey, I'm still here. Just want to remind y'all, some pretty good artwork here. That chick. Yeah, so for the most part, when I was there, I would sort of have a routine where I would, you know, go to this particular coffee shop. I would work a couple of hours, and then maybe I would like take a break, like go for a walk, go have lunch, and then go to a different coffee shop and work the rest of the day. So that was pretty much what I was doing when I was there, because I wasn't Like on one trip, I was in Cape Town for like a month or something. I loved it. Like, it was awesome. But I kind of, you know, when you're in the same place for a month, yeah, you do the touristy stuff. I did all the touristy stuff the first time I was in Cape Town. And I went back to Cape Town like multiple times. And then after, ooh, dude, that's some dope artwork there. Yo, check that out. That's like super fun. Yeah, but you know, like when I was in Cape Town, like I just sort of got a routine. I don't do this every place. I do this in places that I stay a long period of time. Like when I was in Eastern Europe, you know, I definitely developed like a routine, because it was you know, a country there I stayed for like a month. No, I stayed for like a couple months. So I like sort of came up with a routine, you know, because after a while, once you do all the touristy stuff, there's kind of not much else to do. So what else to do is just to, I don't know, kind of keep doing what you're doing. And back then I was just making videos and, you know, doing a lot of online selling and stuff like that. That was kind of what I was doing back then. He's walking through the hate, yeah. Hate Ashbury, hate Ashbury. There is a place right up here to the right. This way, that we'll go walk through, which is kind of cool. It's kind of like a little walk through point. We'll kind of zigzag and get off Haight, because after this part of Haight, there's really not much to see, because of, you know, it kind of goes down into just a bunch of neighborhoods, and then it eventually hits Market Street. So it's not much to see after here. These are kind of all the shops. After this block, it becomes more residential. This is a very interesting neighborhood. It's really, I don't know, it's a little bit more on the old school side. Like, I don't see too many modern buildings here. I see a lot of buildings that are like, they look like that. You know, they're kind of old school. There's definitely a lot of cameras up around here, I noticed. And those are cop cameras there, for sure. It says it on that thing. I wonder why they don't have cop cameras up by, you know, the places where they have the car break-ins. You know, they're here on this intersection. And I would imagine a lot of cars don't get broken into, because this is actually a pretty local neighborhood. So I'd imagine probably a lot of cars don't get broken into, because it's not tourists parking here. But I wonder why they don't have those, like, they actually do have cameras, but how come they don't have more? It could be people in the neighborhood that are fighting it. They're like, yo, we don't want all these cameras, like, in our neighborhood, so you can see us walking our dog all the time, and you can, like, you know, take notes. I don't know. They could be. That would be my guess. Locals would be like, no, we don't want cameras in our neighborhood. And you gotta think, like, it's not the locals that are getting their cars broken into, it's just the tourists. But I don't know, dude. the more and more they rob the tourists, the more and more tourists are gonna say don't come here. And this is not the 80s, bro. It's not the 90s. This is the 20s, bro. The 2020s. And what I mean by this is the 2020s. This is the time of social media, yo. So if enough people get robbed, and if enough people start to like share it on social media, and it actually goes viral like it already is, then that can really start to hurt tourism. And I say this like this could happen, but this has actually already happened, you know? Alright, we're just gonna like walk through here. This is like a really cool walkway. It's a whole bunch of steps. Every now and then when I'm making these vids, I see people who know me along the way. This here is a there's a spot here that I actually haven't seen on San Francisco streets. Yeah, but this is an easy way to get down 2 blocks without walking down hills. You can walk straight down like this. Pretty cool. Get some nice views. No, you don't go 2 blocks. You only go 1 block. This is 1 block. This is how big this hill is. It's all these steps. And believe me, taking these steps is so much easier than freaking walking down the street. I don't know, it's just so much easier taking the steps. This next block is not so bad. It's slanted, but it's not so bad. It's not like that other street. If we're on this other street, I'm talking about slanted. Very slanted. I love this other street. There's like never anyone on this street. It's one of those like dead streets. Oh, Waller Street. No one takes Waller Street, bro. It's always my street when I'm here. Look how quiet the city is. There's someone on a scooter. Alright, here's the car. Good. It should be full of traffic, honestly. Or maybe not. Maybe I don't know. What do you guys think? You think the city should it be popping? Should it be pumping? Should the city be full of people? Should it be? Should it be like opportunities here, and should it be the place to be, or should it not? I don't know. It's kind of a good question if you think about it, because some people say maybe it should not, and if it should not, well, I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know. Let me see your comments. Should the city be popping or should it not? Because if the city's not popping, it's still gonna attract people, yo, all day. Even if it's not popping, it's gonna attract just different people. You know? Alright. I need to get across the street. I got like 18 seconds. He sees the counter. creep by. After I saved the wall, this was a building here I saw on the internet available for rent on one of those apps. I think that app was well, they don't have an app, they have like a website, Urban Eats or whatever, Urban Nest or whatever. I never really looked into it because of, I know for sure they have stairs in that front door, and the stairs are going to make it very difficult to bring a bike in. And this is a neighborhood where, in any neighborhood, you should not leave a bike overnight, like at all. You should not leave a bike. And the reason why I say you shouldn't leave a bike overnight outside is because of well, first off, the weather, yo. The weather's gonna mess up your bike. And then number two, it's just not a good idea. I mean, there's definitely some neighborhoods where you could, but the weather would like rust your bike. You wouldn't want that to happen. I love this building. I haven't explored it yet. This is 1554 Mission Street. Yeah, I haven't explored it yet. It's like a beautiful place. You know, I'll tell you something I've been noticing a lot in the city. Is I've been noticing a lot more graffiti, right? And there's a difference between graffiti and artwork. This here is graffiti. Like, it's not supposed to be there. Now, some people might say that some graffiti is artwork because it looks really good. But graffiti is not necessarily artwork. Artwork, it like has permission to be there, right? And graffiti doesn't. Graffiti, you just doing it. You're just like, whatever, let's go with it. We're gonna come out at 3 in the morning, we're gonna take up the walls. Dang, bro, you ain't supposed to be turning her, dude. Oh, dang, you gonna do this way, good. Cause that's the one way. Go, come on, go. I don't trust you. People in the city don't drive Audis like that, so I know you from outside the city. You might not stop for the pedestrian, so I'm gonna let you go first, and I'll go behind you. And everybody will be safe. I don't know. That's kind of one of them city things. Sometimes I see cars and I say, "Look, I'm going behind you. If I have to wait, I'm going behind you." You are not. I'm not going in front of you. I'm gonna make sure I'm behind you. So this here is a so across the street is a bike rental place. Siri is just speaking in my ear. You know, something else I noticed about the city is this place. I wonder, is this a restaurant about to open soon? I hate walking under these things, so I usually never do, unless I can see clear that there's no one in it, you know? Because there's no way to escape it unless you crawl through. I don't know, I don't walk through those. Especially when I can take this part of the sidewalk, you know? I'm like, yo, let's take that part of the sidewalk. Man, if there's no part of the sidewalk, sometimes I still might not walk through. I might just say, hey, we'll just take the bike lane. We'll just take the bike lane. we'll just take the bike lane. So something else that's been in the news, I hear a lot of people have been talking about. There's a new proposal for a 50-story building in Ocean Beach, pretty much Ocean Beach neighborhood, and local people are up in arms about it. And I was kind of thinking about making a video, because I'm gonna keep it real. It does sound absolutely insane, but it could be the start of something new, because there's not that much going on in that neighborhood. And I get it, the local people want to keep it local, and you know, building a big building like that, it wouldn't be the only one, but they would build more and more. Basically, they would kind of make it another little city out there, and maybe all like big residential buildings. But I think it's a cool idea. Maybe I'll make a video talking about it, but I think it's really cool. I think it'd be pretty fly. But that's just me, you know. I'm just some guy that moved from some other part of the country, and I like skyscrapers. Maybe you live here and you don't. I would imagine a lot of people that live here, they don't. And I totally respect that. But I also look at the fact that, you know, building something like that would provide a lot of jobs. I don't even want to talk about it anymore, because if I keep talking about it in this video, I won't be able to make a video talking about it. Yes. Oh, this is creepy. Stop. Okay, cool. Getting busy over here. Alright. So for now, I think I'm gonna wrap this video up. Where are we? 23, 21. I'm about to go to this little Asian spot up here. And I know they're gonna be playing loud music, so I don't even want to film. So anyway, I'm out. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. And peace out, yo. Woo! Fox Plaza looks pretty fly. Alright, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.